Call order, council meeting November the 4th, 7 o'clock p.m. to order. Need an addition to the agenda for EVH and Midwest Energy. Entertain a motion.
Where you want them?
Right under citizen comments.
After citizen.
After citizen comments.
I'd make a motion. You need two motions, or can you do one?
Let's do two.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the same issue.
Gotcha. I'd make a motion to add EVH and Midwest Energy to the agenda after citizen comments.
Second.
Got a motion on the table by Aaron Gleason, a second by Mark, Sarah Wolf. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0. Any citizen comments? We'll allow 3 minutes per person. Kevin?
Sure.
Get after it.
Just keep in mind, South Broadway is now your main truck route to your parking lot. And as you come off the concrete South Broadway, it gets a little deep there, and the truckers are complaining, and I'm complaining. So keep it on your agenda to get that street raised up and level. And then on the other side of the railroad tracks, do the same. It's just a mud hole for 2 weeks after the rain.
We tried to fix that once, but the railroad didn't like us fixing it because that's on their property. We actually got our hands slapped for fixing it once.
Well, it's South Broadway. They have an easement to cross the street. It's the city of St. John's responsibility to fix the street.
You're talking about like the area.
The middle of the street.
Oh, the middle of the street. I
Yep.
thought you were talking about the track, like when you get
Oh,
off
no.
the track.
No,
I know
middle of
that's
the street.
rough, but
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah, don't let the
Never
railroad
mind.
bully you. Fix the street. when it's
No,
supposed
no,
to be.
no. Yeah, it was the street. I agree, but
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like right where you get on
Oh
across
no, it's
the
the
road.
middle of the street where the
so,
water stands. It needs to be higher.
yeah.
Which one's Broadway?
The one by Squeaks.
One by the bar?
Yes.
On the north side or south side?
South side.
Saying both, aren't you? You need repair.
Both?
On each side of the railroad tracks, the street is lower than the gutter or the ditch, if you'll have it. It stands with water for at least 2 weeks after a rain.
Really?
Okay.
And the truckers don't like it.
Okay. We'll look into it.
Yeah.
Any other citizen comments? Council has any comment about Kevin's problem with the railroad?
No, it's not the railroad, it's the
Or
road.
railroad or city or what?
We can take, we'll need to take a look at it.
Moving on, EVH. We got Midwest Council I talked to Midwest Energy and they wanted to come to St. John and I helped them try to find some lots.
Mm-hmm.
And with the impression that, we're gonna probably have to put a sewer line in, which council, I brought that into you guys. Well, I hear about 10 minutes ago, they dropped the bomb, it's gonna cost $300,000 to add on that sewer.
Who's they? Who's they?
I'm gonna
What's,
turn it over to EVH.
are you the bomb dropper?
I guess I'm the bomb dropper today, so
Okay.
that's a heck of an introduction.
Yeah.
I'm Mike Younger with EBH Engineers. I haven't been your street engineer, but I'm also the one doing the generator project. It's parked right now because that's federal funding, so everything's turned in. We're just waiting to hear back from USDA to free that one up. So that's that part of it. This part here, did everybody get the figures that we put together? What I had put together.
Is it this?
Yes.
talking about?
Are there three sheets there?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
There's not
I've
a-
got some copies if anybody,
There's not a dollar sheet if there's figures with it.
I'll go over them here. Right now, we're kind of preliminary stuff. I want to get a feel for where you guys want to be, and
Yep.
before anybody has real heartburn, remember there's a, we'll call this option 1, 2, 3. There's an option 0 that doesn't involve the water and sewer mains or engineering or the state permitting that may be the way you guys want to go on this. So, but let's start with what we've got on the figures. The first figure there would be kind of the basic one. We'd extend the sewer main. That would be 8-inch sewer from the north and work with Midwest Energy. We'd extend that through their lot. That's the green line that you see right there. So it'd extend to the south. The main benefit there is if you had more business coming in looking, you could serve businesses to the south if or when they came. And once you get more than one customer, you really need to be putting in that 8-inch main with manholes to serve multiple people and extend your sewer collection system. And then the other thing we're looking at here is you're kind of a block any direction from your water system. So the smallest one here is extend 6-inch to the west and end it with a fire hydrant. And then you'd get right to the corner of South and West Street. Set a meter there on the corner of Midwest Energy's lot for them to serve. And then I'd also recommend running 2-inch back to the north just so you have a loop. You kind of try and avoid having dead ends. It's not the end of the world, but doing this would get main, it'd be looped so you don't have a dead end. It'd get a fire hydrant closer to them over there. It's just the price tag. This is the basic one, and then it goes up from there. So on this one, our opinion of cost for construction, contingencies, all the permitting, design, construction oversight. The price has improved a little bit since I talked to Pam last, but we're still in that 230,000 range for that work on that. So when you're talking 6 and 8-inch main and manholes, utility work it's expensive. So it's kind of going to be, and we'll talk through the other options, but it's going to be a judgment call on the city if you want to go to that extent to serve not only Midwest Energy but future businesses that may locate out there to be ready for them. Going on from page 2, doing more of a loop, you get multiple. The sewer stays the same, but we do a 6-inch water line loop down along south, down south on West Street. I got a lot of directions, and then back on Hooley, and back and tie in. So that's more ideal because you got a full 6-inch loop instead of just kind of band-aiding it with the 2-inch. Your price goes up to in that 336,000 range on that.
What is, just out of curiosity on this, how much does it cost to run that 400 feet of 2-inch so that you don't have a 2-inch dead end? Like how much of that is that project?
I
I
had about 14,000 in there for that.
just out of curiosity,
Mhm.
if you're improving that system, you still have a dead end there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason I'm showing the second one, ideally you wouldn't serve a fire hydrant from a single 6-inch, where the second alternative, you're getting hooked into 6-inch on other parts of the system. So any fire hydrant you were using, you could feed it from 2 directions with 2 6-inches. That's the ideal way to feed a fire hydrant. Just kind of going steps up for ways to improve. So that's the second alternative. And then the last one is just kind of, it's really more of a water line improvement project, but you'd be taking a 6-inch main clear down West Street, and the benefit of this one and crossing railroad tracks is expensive, but it gets you a second feed south of the tracks. Right now I believe you just have 1 feed down there, so you get a good trunk main south of the tracks. You tie everything in well, you'd be fed from 6-inch both ways, and then all along West Street for whatever came up along there, you get good fire hydrant flow along there. So crossing the major railroads is a costly endeavor. They have a lot of requirements on their end that elevates the price. So that one's in that $544,000 range. And those numbers are the water and the sewer. Our costs would be pretty set, but just as a disclaimer, these are just kind of numbers I see. I try to be a little bit high based on other bids that I see, but nothing's locked in place until we get you guys contracted with a contractor. So our typical process is to get everything designed, get it approved with KDHE, and then we put it out to bids if the city wants to go that route and get a contractor on board to bid it. So where I would be involved, where an engineer would be involved, is when you extend your public sewer and water system. So when you're expanding the 6-inch lines, expanding the 8-inch sewer lines, that's where they want to see things engineered and permitted through KDHE, and then you start work on them after there. What I kind of alluded to before was your option 0. Instead of building the sewer system to Midwest Energy, option 0 would basically be Midwest Energy go out to where your services already are. So they build a long sewer lateral and get to where your sewer already is. You and them would work together on running a 1 or 2 inch service line from where your water already is and just getting that lot served. If you're doing one person at a time, that's okay. You don't want to serve multiple businesses on a single lateral. That's, you know, then you're getting back into responsibility type stuff. But as far as permitting or KDHE, I mean, they're okay with that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, what does the city want to accomplish out in this area of town? So. And I don't have figures for that. I think you could just kind of work it out with who Midwest Energy was using, and the city may need to hire some stuff out to get a meter to that corner, but I think you've got enough depth on this manhole east of West Street. It's 7 foot 10 inches deep, so if you run a 4-inch lateral, we say 1% slope, so it needs to rise 1 foot every 100 feet. So I think should be able to make that work. We've done them too, where you may have to put in a little pump station with your bathroom or something if the slope doesn't work out. So I think you got options, so I'm not dropping bombs if you don't want them. If you do, I'm happy to help. Just let me know what we can do.
What portion of the project is the sewage piece?
I don't have them broke out.
Okay.
Like on that first one, I mean, I do have a cheat sheet here. I had 49.5 for the main. Manholes at 16,000, 3,000 for the connection, some miscellaneous stuff. You're kind of in that,
75.
75,000 of 100, and the construction cost on that part 1 was 160,000. So about half was
the sewage piece.
And there's things in there that go, I had your mobilization and seating and right of way. They're gonna cover both of them. So
I guess based on our plat map from '86, looks like we have right of way through there, but I don't know
So-
if we've done any research there or not. But
that'd be something, and you guys may be able to answer that too based on your survey. I think some of that's been vacated in that lot that Midwest Energy bought, so
okay.
I'm not sure. We would determine that, because part of our work would be getting everything surveyed and finding out where the property lines are and what is still existing and what's been vacated. So
Yeah.
if it came to that, we could figure that out.
Sure.
So when do you, go ahead, Aaron.
No, is this house right here connected with a lateral just across their lot?
Which one?
This one?
Yes.
It is.
So
You're
how
talking about
soon
this
do we
house,
need
right?
have
Yeah, it's on all that.
this?
Well, that's
answer
what,
for you?
and I apologize for asking to get on the agenda so soon, because
No, that's fine.
We-
That's fine.
we were kind of thinking. I know they want to be done by springtime, but I think, I don't mean to speak for you guys, but I think they're ready to start pushing dirt in about 2 weeks. So there's some,
Some urgency to it.
yeah, there's some urgency to get things moving. So, especially for us and and getting things designed. If we do decide to go the engineered and permitted route, you know, the sooner the better, because we need to get things through KDHE too, and that can be a time exhaustive. Somewhere on that survey, I'd
Questions?
see where they were even.
It was
Reference.
vacated, South Ave was vacated.
Okay.
I'm not seeing where there was any
And is it
vacated for 19.
just because the way it sits, you need to go this way rather than this way to connect here?
It was
down the street.
it was kind of 6 and 1/2 the other, and Jason and I had kind of talked that through too. That the manholes are the same depth at both locations. We were just thinking for the sake of continuing the north-south routes on them.
There we go.
Yeah, the price tag isn't exciting, but I would, the negative to going the cheaper or easier route of Midwest going to meet us, if they're willing to take on that cost of meeting us, or however that works out, is that it sterilizes any future growth out there potentially. Now, we don't own the land. There's not current plans for that to be a business developed area, but it would be a good spot for it in St. John if we wanted it, and it is within city limits. So my concern with them running a long lateral is it kind of just cements that in place, that if we ever wanted to do something, we would have to tear up their lot that they would be running in. So if 10 years from now or 5 years from now, there's another business opportunity that wants to buy a piece of ground here and put a lot in, and they want to connect to sewer, the only solution to that is doing this, but now we have to tear out their lateral, and we have to put in manholes, and we have to do this project again. We have to talk about this project again. Now, the price tag may deem that to be the best option, but that's my concern with not putting in sewer main through there. The water feels a little less necessary. Like if you wanted to do a future project, I feel like that piece, because it doesn't run through the middle of your property, is a little less like sterilizing to future growth. But the sewage piece is concerning, I guess, to me.
I'm with you on the sewer thing. I don't wanna, the price tag, it is what it is, but I just don't think we should underbuild it for the sake of cost right now. Is, look at the expensive option 3 and discuss it and see what's going on, cause like you said, page, I think the long left. Page
Taking
3.
water all the way south.
Yeah,
Now that, I mean, he's right about railroad. Railroad has a watch and protect anytime you're doing work. It's like $10,000 a day to have.
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
it.
you'll have
It's-
30 or 40,000 in paying their guys to watch
Plus probably,
our guys watch the tracks. That's,
in addition to $20,000 in permitting potentially.
mhm.
Yeah. Getting bore profiles, and that makes engineering more expensive and everything else.
You got to do track even after the work's done. You got to do track monitoring, and they won't let you go do it until their guys are there to flag it.
Yeah. Crossing
we
railroad.
can't control that though.
No.
So, let's, maybe we can at least table it till the next meeting and discuss it.
What does it look like for Midwest to meet us with laterals, especially with the sewage, as far as liability goes, and run them on other people's property? And I think it just gets a little messy if the city doesn't have main and somebody has their service through another property. That it just seems a little.
So if you're talking about the sewage part, it looks like we would need to go east to the half block there in city right away. Is that not, you know, so we avoid going through private easements? If it's gonna be our line, you know, it'll be in your guys' right of way along the street or the edge of the street.
Right.
Going to the east would be,
Did we vacate the right of way that used to exist in between what's marked as west and Lucille? Because this shows that we had a right of way, because this is where their building's going. And it shows that we have a 16.5-foot right of way through those lots. But
and I don't know that.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you that. So you know, the big thing there, if we're going, it's just all the trees, getting under those trees, you know, and upsetting whoever lives at that spot, taking that tree road out of their backyard
sure.
to get to it, you know, which you would have to do if you guys extended the main down. So, I mean,
Yes.
And that's why I was asking Mike about just going straight, east over to that one, and then you'd hit the city road and the right of way there, rather than running under private property like that.
I think if it's a lateral, maybe you would do that. But if it's main, I think you'd want to keep it north-south. But
When somebody from the city had talked to those people to the north.
Yeah, Bob did.
I did. They're
They
okay with taking the trees out.
okay.
But that was just a verbal talking.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, part of EBH's work is we'd help you develop the easement description through there. Somebody would still have to go get the
Execute
private
it.
landowners to agree to them. But
That'd probably be you, Danny.
we put a big draft across our
Yeah.
easement, and then
So as long as you come up with the legal, that's the.
and we would do that. If you guys want to, I mean, I'm here to help how I can. If it would help to see something that was broke out just for a sewer project,
I like
And-
to see that. I think it's doable just for the
I mean,
sewer
it's
project.
I'm guessing it's probably a little more than half of that first figure, but I can break them out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm less concerned about having a long lateral to a water line. It seems less risky. And that runs in kind of road right away anyways. So if we ever wanted to make improvements to that and move your meter at another date, it'd be easier than the sewer.
so where are these people down on the east side of West Street down there across from our property? Where's their water being fed from? Clear a half block over on private,
They might not be
on private
connected to
lines,
city
or are they
water.
on wells?
They are.
They are on city?
They are.
Okay. I don't know. Do you know, Jason?
Well, without tracing them, but I think they're privately, or their lines are, they're smaller lines that just go up the street and then they go all the way back to Nutting, I think. Not without tracing them, I can't tell you.
Yeah. Is this shed on city water too?
Yes. And that house across is on the city. No.
Is this one?
Yeah,
So they're probably both running to this.
yeah, probably. So like anything across the railroad track is on well, because we don't have anything down there. Like Kevin's house and the house, all of those are on well water. But anything on the other side of the track is on city water.
Okay. What is, I guess it's, Kevin, are you on septic?
No, I have city water available, I just don't use it. I have city fire hydrant, city sewer, natural gas, I use that. I use the sewer and the gas, and electric.
So where's your sewer line?
It comes down the middle of the street, I believe, from underneath the power plant and then west down Lamoureux.
Yeah, the line comes down Lamoureux, then cuts back right at the corner of the door of the, goes in the door of the light plant, and then cuts back out to the street, and then goes under the track.
Huh.
There is a manhole in the back of the front door of the light plant.
Yeah, I think my last manhole is about 4.5 foot deep, max.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
So,
I guess that's my other question is, as a city, what duty do we have to our citizens within
railroad tracks or.
city limits to provide sewage? I mean, we probably have a duty to provide sewage and water, just in general. Just for the good of the entire city to have the sanitary sewage and not have. But I think I don't know, it's a lot of money, but that sewage line I feel like is at least what we need to do, but where would that come from in the budget?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I think it'd be helpful to get at least just what the sewage piece would cost
Mhm.
as a breakdown.
And the landowner's good if you go that way, taking all the trees out, and so you're not putting the sewer line.
Verbal agreement. He said a lot of them are dead anyway.
You're not gonna put new ones in there, or
He didn't say. I could talk to him again. Find out for sure.
you know, I don't know how, or if the new sewer line's different, but I don't know if you wanted to plant a brand new tree row on top of the sewer line you run through there too.
He didn't say anything about planting trees back.
Yeah, you'd wanna probably clear that right away. And keep it clear from roots and everything else.
Yeah.
Let's say get some, BBH can give us some more information in order to study our budget and see if we can make it happen. I mean, I'd like to look at it at least. I mean, I don't wanna.
I'd like to see a little bit more information as well, you know, as we look at it, and so we can make a more informed, decision on the whole project.
Sure. You guys have just one meeting a month, or you two every month?
Meeting 2 weeks from tonight.
So I can get you guys some stuff in it.
Might be helpful to also break down sort of the difference in cost in going just to their property line rather than going all the way through. Because if there was an expansion, we may be able to get easement on the north end and then pull it north on the outside of their property line.
So do a step just coming to that first manhole I have drawn on there?
Yeah, do like,
And
yes, step one cost, and then if you take it all the way through cost.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Because that would at least get a main to their property, and then if there was expansion, we could look at the rest of the cost of what needs to happen.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could at least get the easement work done so it's there, and, cause that, yeah, in 10 years when different people are in place, the easement would still be reserved there.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Cody, is that, if that main goes in there, is that gonna be underneath that building?
No,
No, okay.
our building's gonna be over there in the far
Northwest corner.
or northwest corner.
Thank you.
Is there anything going in there that would be better to put that line in now versus 5 years from now or something after you?
There shouldn't be, right now, there will be no structures or concrete for that matter along there. I think our concrete's gonna be all west side, so, yeah, I don't think there would be
let's table it.
Okay.
Is one other thing, is there any bylaws to the city about water wells in town? I mean, if we decided to go water well and not water until, further development or something, or is
I
it?
think
No, you just have to get a permit from the state. If the state permitted, then you can go ahead and do it. I mean,
do we need to put a meter on it? Cause don't you charge sewer by how much water usage there is?
yes, so like, we'll probably have to do like a resolution, cause we do have an ordinance that govern, like, if you live in the city limits, you have to have city water. Those that have the well before is grandfathered in, but, since.
Well, I don't wanna break the law.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
since there's a cost so much to get water main out there, and if we decided we can't afford it, then their only option is to get the water well to get water out there.
I guess that's the other question is if we extend the 2-inch south and we don't make the loop with the 6-inch, does that 2-inch have enough capacity at a dead end 2-inch to feed what they need for water?
Probably does. I mean, it's, and that's, at that point, you're really just, whether you serve it from the east, serving one person isn't really a water line project anymore.
Yeah.
Rural water districts serve 20 people off a 2-inch line. Not, they don't have water every evening, but.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we're basically having one restroom, maximum of, we'd like to see steady 4 guys in there.
Yeah, so there's
They're
not a
out-
huge
They're
use.
out working, so it's just bathroom use and maybe a sink for the break room, it's not like showering and, all that,
Yeah.
filling up bathtubs or hot tubs or anything like that.
Sure. Yep.
Anything else?
Don't have anything else?
Yeah, we'll try to maybe get an answer next meeting, see what we can keep you guys rolling too.
Yeah, so we will probably, we'll just wait 2 more weeks before we do any dirt work.
Okay.
That shouldn't affect, even if you go across, if we get the dirt work, even if you go across, if we get the dirt work done, that shouldn't be, cause it's just gonna be peeling the grass and leveling, maybe the pad for the building, but
Probably wanna know where you're gonna go to with your sewer before you pour your pad.
right, even if we come out the north and come down to it, or, or come out the east and go north, then 6 of one, half a dozen the other, so.
Sure.
So are you guys expecting us to bear some of this cost also, I guess would be the next question.
I think that'd be helpful.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I think it would be helpful to the city that if, you took some of the cost from us, so.
That might be something you guys might wanna talk out, so we kinda have an idea of. It wasn't near what, what he had, shot us, I think I had talked to Pam, it was, I didn't think it'd be over $50,000 to get the sewer down, and,
Yeah, sure.
and, so, and we didn't have that much budgeted, it was closer, down just into the double digits, so.
Yeah.
It is what it is, we gotta do it, but, I was just, didn't know if anybody had any speculation or any idea of what that might look like, I guess, so.
At this point, I don't think we do.
I have no idea.
Just all depending on how much.
Just, I guess, first step, get the
Yeah.
estimates
Yeah.
and then have a conversation after that.
We probably need to talk to that landowner too and make sure that we can get that easement, can take those trees out, cause if we can't go that way, then we gotta figure out what way we're going or what we're doing with it.
And that easement to the lot just north of us too, is that owned by the same people that's 2 lots north? Probably not.
Looks like they're different owners.
Yeah, it's different.
Be 2 owners there.
Well,
Merlin Rogers owns a lot just north of where they've bought, and I don't know, I know him by Foggy, I don't know what his name is, Loffer.
it looks like we're halfway into St. John Farmers Co-op's land just north of Lawson too. So we might need more off of that. But
Would you request us to be back next meeting then, or do you see any reason for that? You can communicate through Pam and email or whatever.
I'll let you know.
yeah, you're always welcome to.
Yeah.
We don't wanna be a hindrance.
No, we appreciate you coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Well, if you guys have any questions, feel free to get in touch with us. Pam has all of our contact information. I think Bob does too. So.
Yep.
More than happy to answer any questions.
Excellent.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
You too. Safe travels, gentlemen.
Thank you. See you.
It's way more than I anticipated,
Do what?
way more than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
we always get thrown curveballs, it seems like
Yeah.
whenever we go on projects.
You ain't kidding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll get
thank
something
you.
worked out.
Alright.
Do we need a motion to table this deal? or-
Yeah, we can put it in old business. I'd make a motion to put the sewage main project for Midwest Energy onto old business.
Second.
Got a motion on the table and a second by Aaron Raines. All in favor? All opposed? Passes 5-0. With that being said, Danny, do you wanna see if you can reach out to that,
I'll do
the
it.
guy about the trees, what's his name?
I'll do it.
Lawson.
Are you gonna do it? Okay,
Okay.
okay.
I'll do it.
And probably the,
Merlin Rogers
And
too.
Rogers.
Yeah,
too.
Merlin
And
too.
then what about the farts?
I don't know what the co-op.
and honest, and I don't know if Onyx is up to date or it doesn't have the easements, but it actually, it doesn't show that we have easement on that whole corner if we've given it up.
The manhole.
I know there's a
right
manhole there, but we might need to confirm and then update the easement if we ever relinquish that in the past.
No, it could be, that's a good point.
If it doesn't exist, we need to get that right and make sure we have the easement to there while we're doing all the other O&E reports.
Where are you talking about, Aaron?
So we have a manhole in the middle, or like right here,
Okay.
and it's in the middle of St. John Farmers Co-op ground, and then that sewage main comes down from our easement alley across the road here to there. Now I don't know if Onyx is right, but it doesn't show the easement like it does everywhere else. So we need to confirm that we never forfeited our easement on that property, because if we did, we need to renew that.
And that, there's a street there that was vacated at some point, or?
Yeah, it's the Lucille Avenue
Okay.
going north and south there. Looks like it used to be platted, all that used to be platted. As of 1986.
It does help to know it was there as of 1986.
Yeah.
That, I would guess in the
Well, and really, actually, that's not even the easement we're talking about. We're talking about the easement. This easement would actually be the half block mark between Lucille, what used to be Lucille, platted Lucille, and West. Because that manhole's right here, right now. In the alleyway, not on the street. So you could look for something platted as Lucille Avenue, but really we're talking about the alley between Lucille and West.
You know, I think most of the time in like the ordinance is vacating those, it'll say these easements remain or they're still,
Okay.
either they're gone or they stay there. And I would think if the sewer line is still there and in use, that would have stayed.
Then it would.
Yeah, I don't know why that would ever be given up.
Well, I would. Yeah, I agree. Unless it was given up and then Lawson, when that house was built, they requested service and they just extended it, assuming we still had easement.
Yeah, well, and there was one, I know one that I worked on somewhere else, there's a road that never got built, and so there was an easement through it if the road ever came through there, but nothing did, and there was nothing, no lines laid or anything, but actually running the sewer line to at least partway through it, you'd think that end would still be,
Yeah, I'd hope. Hopefully we don't have to renew that.
you know,
If we're doing the O&E reports for the other
Yeah.
2 or 3 properties, we ought to do it for that one too.
Jason, did you have a map that showed that manway? Is there an easement on that map? There isn't.
No.
Got some work to do in the next 2 weeks.
Luckily your schedule is free, right?
Yeah, you were,
You know,
looking, you were looking for something to do.
I was about to say I don't think it's terrible, and I didn't want to say that out loud.
We got court next week, so.
Yeah, if I don't have anything before that, I can come up early and that would actually work.
We have,
You wanna move on?
yeah, we had a motion on the table, do we didn't?
We
Yeah,
voted.
we voted on it, yeah. Okay, moving on. Any more discussion about the sewer of Midwest Energy? Got the direction on the trees and the easements all cleared up? What we're gonna do? Okay, moving on. I'll entertain a motion to approve minutes of regular council meeting October 21st, 2025.
Make a motion to approve regular council meeting minutes, October 21st, 2025.
Second.
Got a motion by Mark Bryan, a second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion? All in favor? That's 5-0. Entertain a motion for appropriation ordinance 110425 AP in the amount of $81,144.64.
Make a motion to approve appropriation ordinance number 110425 AP in the amount of $81,144.64.
A motion on the table by Mark
Second.
Bryan and a second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion? All in favor? All opposed? That's 5-0. Department heads, electric department Curtis.
He's in training, so
He's
he's
in
not here.
training.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Dodge City. It's power plant, maintenance and operating, I think.
Couple days.
Jason's got a report here. You got anything, Jason?
Just what was on the report, and I didn't know if you guys wanted to wait for new business on that heater. We're back here at the shop in the back here.
Either way,
Didn't Davis get it?
Say
there's
that.
2. There's 2
There's two
bids.
bids.
Who came in lowest?
Davis Electrical.
Is this a different heater that we replaced like
You're gonna
2
have.
years ago?
That's a different one, same problem, different heater.
Were those 2 heaters installed about the same time?
Yeah, just, the bad thing of it is, we have one more at the same age.
So we'll do this
Yeah,
one in
I
2
saw
years.
that and was like, yeah, okay, so there's 3 overhead heaters back there total?
There's, one
More
back
than that.
here, and one back there, and then there's 3 over there on the other side.
3 of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've replaced 1 so far.
Well, there's one left. After, there's 2 bad, one bad one, and then another one that's that age.
Okay.
So after, if this
So
one
if
gets
this one goes
replaced,
and the
we
other
have
one goes,
one more.
and then we'll be good for
Then-
20 years, right?
Well, knock on wood, I hope so. I hope there's 30, 40,
Yeah. Enough years that maybe I don't have to deal with that one.
I suggest council just goes ahead and does it because winter's coming and
Yep.
you can't run it without it.
I'd make a motion to, accept Davis Electrical's bid for the new shop heater in the amount of $3,277.
A motion on the table by Aaron Gleason
Second. Yep.
and a second by
Whatever you want.
Whoever you want, choose.
Mark and Aaron.
Well, I need
All in favor?
hopefully turn rain.
All in favor? All opposed?
I'll
Passes
call
5-0.
Kevin and let him know.
Yeah, call Davis and tell him to get it done.
Maybe. Other than that, that's just what it's on the agenda, or the report's what I had, so if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Council got any questions for Jason? Police Chief Mike.
We got the quote for the carpet, we didn't get it in time to get it put into here, so it'll be, I'll put it in the next meeting. I'm gonna get a quote for the ceiling too. I think Pamela's gonna have some of the city guys look at it, but I don't know if it's anything they can do. So, looks like it's all gonna have to be rebuilt up there. So I'll try to get that done and get it into the next meeting. And I'll be gone all next week at training, so that's about all I have.
Council have any questions for Mike on the police department?
Chief, have any bites on employment yet? Too bad. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Fire Chief Mike.
I don't have anything.
Nothing on the fire. You got any questions for the fire department? City Clerk Pam.
I don't have anything except the mulch under new business. So, I just like your permission to purchase mulch for the middle and the smaller playground at the Brown Park. The larger one costs quite a bit of money, so I think we could wait until next year to see. We had applied for some grant earlier this year to get mulch, but we didn't get granted. So we have enough money to purchase the mulch for the two smaller playgrounds, but I'm gonna try again for the grant for the bigger ones next year. So
Do you know if that was the grant that I sent you this morning?
yes,
It was that.
yeah,
one.
it was.
And then, does this need to be spent this year, or maybe is there any credence to not being accepted for that grant when we go ahead and replace some ourselves? Like, they look at it and go, well, if we don't give them the money, they're just gonna spend it anyway.
Well,
Like, I don't, like, oh, they didn't really need the grant money because they went ahead and did the mulch. I don't know if that
yeah,
matters or not.
I'm not sure on
but-
what their criterias are, but I'm sure there's other. I mean, like that grant is through KDHE, I believe, that you sent me. There is another grant through Kansas Commons that we can apply for like playground equipment and mulch and stuff like that. So if that grant doesn't work, then we can definitely try for with another company. or
Yeah, the
another-
mulch needs replaced out there for sure.
Yes, yeah.
I got a question for you. I wasn't tracking. So what's this total for here?
So the total is just for the middle and the smaller
Oh,
playground.
okay, gotcha.
I added the larger playground price just for you to see how much it would cost.
Okay.
Stuff's expensive.
Well, I say let's keep the parks looking good.
Yeah.
So how much money do you need?
I need $7,027 just to fill the middle and the smaller playground this
Okay.
year.
I'll make a motion to have the council approve $7,027 even for the middle and small playgrounds
At Brown Park.
at Brown Park.
Second.
Got a motion on the table by Aaron Gleason, or Aaron Raines, and a second by Mark Bryant. Any more discussion on the mulch? All in favor? All opposed? That's the 5-1. City Attorney Danny,
I don't have anything for you guys.
council have any questions for Danny?
Hey,
How are we doing on the
Methodist.
Methodist?
Oh shit, I forgot to call them. I'll do that.
I prefer you do it.
Yep, no, I will do that, I'm sorry.
Did I read in your report that it's a done deal? The quick claim deed was?
Yes, the deed is filed, so it's ours, but he was wanting to get one
Move
more
something out,
thing
yeah.
out before he hands the key over,
Okay.
so.
So I'll call him and,
Now, once it's ours, nobody can go in and out of there, correct?
right,
Okay.
I mean, technically it's ours,
yeah,
right?
it's ours
Yeah.
now, so it's just getting
Right.
his last bit of stuff out of there.
The stained glass, is that still in there?
Looks like it.
Whose responsibility is it to take it out? Because it's supposed to be donated to the museum, right? Or,
To my understanding, the museum is in charge of taking it out,
Okay.
or whoever wants it. I think Mike Hathaway maybe
Okay.
was the one that's supposed to
Yeah.
be in contact or kind of in
Yeah,
charge
and
of it.
I can touch base with the museum too.
thank you.
Do you guys have a problem with us doing some training in there?
I can't see why we should.
What do you do, burn it?
No.
Oh, what type of training, police or?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Break some doors down. And
Yeah.
It'd be excellent if you'd happen to start a fire.
Yeah, do a little damage, deconstruction.
They do that every now and then, don't they? You
Demolition.
just, start a
Okay.
fire and,
Yeah.
yeah,
Put it out.
You've
Yeah.
done some trainings on houses, haven't you?
Yeah.
Never done anything that big.
Yeah, we need a commercial training.
Commercial
fire.
training.
That'd be a big fire and too many houses around it.
You'd probably have to get permits from.
Well, yeah, you have to go through the state. They have to come out and inspect it, make sure there's no asbestos or shingles or,
Okay.
That done too.
I don't think it's possible to burn that building.
Probably
I
not.
think there's too much liability
Yeah.
with too many houses around.
I'd say that's exactly right. Anything else for Danny from council? Moving on, Fifth Street project looking good. I noticed, I think they got the rest of the concrete run.
Is that gonna be all concrete? Did we just, okay.
Have they
I knew at
ran
one time we were thinking.
between? I haven't
Not
seen
between
much.
yet.
I'll say I haven't made
I was
much
talking about
progress.
the actual Fifth Street.
Are they coming back? It's been a couple of weeks.
I saw the,
I
I saw
hope
some
so. They better.
concrete trucks this weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there were some there.
Yeah,
did?
Three or
Yeah.
four trucks.
They
that
poured the street, but they didn't pour the,
Oh, so
Joan.
they've met up with Santa Fe finally
yeah, they're two Santa Fe and the concrete's laying in
because
front
they
of
had
Santa Fe.
they poured both sides,
Right, they filled
then-
that in.
and then they hadn't been here for a week and a half.
Yeah,
or-
I haven't been down there since.
but they were here this weekend doing that. Okay.
So Fifth Street is.
Sometime
Yeah, in the
in
last
the
couple of days, I
couple
saw like
days,
3 or 4
I saw 'em in
trucks.
there.
Cool, good. I hadn't checked it today, so yes.
When I was driving by.
He said, Mike just said that Fifth Street is done, they just didn't.
Yeah.
they
Just the,
haven't
the Santa Fe is what's needed now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Santa Fe and then some of the, they gotta put some of the driveways,
Mm.
you know,
Still
in
have to
for,
cut the
yeah,
curbs
they have
and
to cut
stuff.
that in, so.
Gotcha.
Other than that, it's looking good.
started. Yeah.
Fountain.
Nothing on the fountain yet.
I have reached out to the company that Curtis found. I haven't got much information from it, but I will keep trying.
It's in motion.
Yes.
Okay.
Water
Slowly.
water well testing is supposed to happen Thursday. Which
Well,
will be
that's
a couple
good.
days off.
Yeah, he said they were gonna do a 1 hour airlift at 60 foot and then a 1 hour airlift at 100 foot. On Thursday.
Is there a approximate, I saw what they're proposing to do, but is there a cost? Do you know what we're looking at?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Just thought I'd ask.
Roughly $5,000.
So
Okay.
That was kind of the ballpark figure.
I forgot, thank you.
Any other information on Port Authority that you wanna talk about?
No.
On old business? No?
Greg will be here next week to talk to you guys about that. So.
I think we covered the mulch and the overhead heater. We got a cereal malt beverage license for Kansas Co-op in your packet. wanting to renew that, I think.
I'd make a motion to approve the cereal malt beverage license for Konza Co-op, quick shop there on the highway.
Second.
Got a motion on the table by Aaron Gleason and a second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion? All in favor? All opposed? That's 5-0. Anybody else got anything else they wanna talk about? If not, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd make a motion to adjourn regular council meeting November 4th, 2025.
Second.
Got a motion by Aaron Gleason, second by Aaron Raines. Any more discussion before we adjourn?
You gonna hit your golf?
Adjourn.